Nobody's safe. Hold up. Bring that back, boy. Nobody's safe. Hold up. Nobody's safe. Hold up. Nobody's safe. Hold up. Nobody's safe. Bring that back. Hold up. Nobody's safe, boy. Hold up, boy. Nobody's safe, boy. Boy, hold up.
The chat. Thank you.
Sync in
Yes.
3, 2, 1. Clap. Alrighty, guys. We're here for another episode of Nobody's Safe. I just broke the socket off my wall and dropped the battery on my phone just to start this video. So y'all better hit that comment section. Give what? Okay, I messed it up.
Bro, can you
Also, by the way,
light this up a little bit?
this used to be on that.
Yay! Whatever that.
I don't even know why I said that. I just wanted to say that. But anyway, guys, we're back for another episode of Nobody's Safe, where safety truly isn't a concern of ours, and I actually remember the intro for one time because you ain't gonna find it here. I'm here today again with Alpha Priest over on that side. Would it be? Yeah, over on that side. Say what's up to the people, I guess.
Hello, everyone.
That was a weak intro. But okay. So for the for the first topic, which I'm not gonna lie and I'm not gonna pretend like I know a whole lot about this topic, but I've heard that there's discussion of there being esports at not this next Olympics in Tokyo, but the Olympics after that in Paris. That there is talk of having esports there. So I'll let you go first and say what you think about this idea. Do you think? All right, so sync in 3, 2, 1, clap, clap. All right, so what I was saying before was, do you think the idea of having esports, and if my audio is kind of choppy, sorry, but my phone is hot and it's hot in this room, so I gotta turn my fan on. But do you consider like esports a real sport? First off, let's start with that. Do you consider esports an actual sport?
Esport. If I'm concerned what you're saying, like esport, like those football, basketball, video games, or
no, esports as in playing video games for sports, like Overwatch League, for example.
Okay. Do I consider it as a sport?
Yeah.
I would say it's a new form of sport. And even though there's no activity, again, you have chess. Chess is a sport, so, but yes, basically, I would think it's a sport. Esport is a sport. It's a new sport.
You said that like 3 times. Like, yep, it's a sport, it's a sport, it's a
sport. It's a sport.
It's a sport,
yeah,
it's a sport,
it's a sport. It's a sport.
It's a knife. But, yeah, me personally, I consider esports a sport. Yeah, I was trying to show off this Xbox controller in the background, so I'll just show it off right now. But, yeah, that's not good. So, I consider esports a sport because I feel like people who don't play esports are like people who don't take video games serious, and I mean, not everybody's gonna take everything serious. Hey, there's some people who go football, I guess, but me, I just feel like esports is a sport because not everybody can sit down here for 9-10 hours a day and get good at the game like they've been playing the game since the day they were born. Like, as naturally as how athletes have to work hard, they have to lift weights and do all this other stuff. It's not easy to do all of that. Neither is it easy to sit down, like I said, for 8, 9, 10 hours a day and practice different things in the game and be able to beat most of the people you meet and get results in tournaments and play against a bunch of other people, use tactics, use strategies, put up your own money and win twice as much. Like, there's a lot more that goes into that than on the surface level, because on the surface level, people feel like video games is just, they feel like video games is just this. and then you flick the stick a couple times, and then you press A. When really it's more strategy, it's mental game going into it. It's different ways to play. It's your controller setup. There's a lot of different factors that go into it that people may not consider, that I feel like should be considered, because again, it's not easy to play video games at a high level and get good at it and be able to consistently win and beat people and be able to do tricks on people that not everybody could do. So I feel like esports is an actual sport, and my concern, the thing that concerns me, isn't more so like, okay, they're having esports. My concern is more like, what game are they going to be playing? But before I go into that, real quick, on Google, this is a quick article from bbc.com, Sports Olympics, blah blah blah, and this is the first thing that pops up on Google. Paris 2024 Olympic, or wait, hold up, let me bring it over here so they can see it. Alright. They're not gonna be able to see your face for a little bit, Caesar, but you'll be fine. And this is for the people that's watching mainly. Alright. Paris 2024 Olympic let me highlight as I read. Paris 2024 Olympic organizers are in deep talks about including esports as a demonstration sport at the games, says the International Esports Federation. First off, didn't even know that existed, but it makes sense. The Paris bid team said it would discuss introducing esports with the International Olympic Committee before named host in September. So yeah, that's what I got so far about it. Give me a second, because this thing on my door is noisy as all life. This is like the second time in an episode I have to get up and fix something that has to do with the door. Ain't that wild? So yeah, back to what I was saying though. Now that you have that little blurb and a little bit more background, my question isn't, is esports a sport? Yes, I feel like esports is a sport, but the bigger question is, what game? Because esports isn't like football, where like you get how when it comes to football, it's like, yeah, you're just playing football, that's it. Like if they make football an Olympic sport, which is not gonna happen for a lot of reasons, it's more so, it's not more of, is it a sport or not? With football, it's like, it's football, it's not gonna change, it's the same game. But with esports, it's different, because with boxing you can have men's boxing, women's boxing, mixed gender boxing, cool. But with esports, is thousands of games you can play. It could be competitive Mario Maker, it could be Smash 64, Smash Ultimate, it could be Tekken, it could be Street Fighter, it could be Overwatch, it could be Call of Duty. Like you understand, you have a better idea of what I'm getting at. But what I'm trying to say is there's probably more than 1 million games that have existed. For all I know, they could be playing a Flash game like Skull Kid or something like that. Well, Flash is going to be discontinued in a couple years, so. Never heard. Like Adobe Flash, they're going to discontinue Adobe Flash in like 2020, I believe. Either 2020 or 2022. So you remember all those Flash games that people used to play? Dead. You won't be able to play those anymore unless you find an online archive somewhere. So there's people right now archiving a lot of those games. And me personally, now that I think about it, I should start archiving the games that I like, especially Smash Flash, because I love that game. But like Adobe Flash, that's gonna be dead. Like you ain't gonna be able to use that at all. Period.
I'm saying it's old, so it needs to die.
Nah, Adobe Flash is still great. You know, you know how much stuff you could do with Adobe Flash? Like people have made full video editors, fake versions of Photoshop where you could do a lot of expansive stuff like Pixlr, the Monkey Gimp one. Gimp used to be Flash, Pixlr. There's a lot of expansive video games. Like, you ever heard of this game? You heard of this game that recently came out called My Friend Pedro?
Say it again?
My Friend Pedro. It's like where it's a shooting game where you run through levels and shoot, and like you run around with a talking banana.
I never heard that before.
Oh, But it's an actual console game now. Guess where it started? As a Flash game on PC for free. So
wait,
Flash,
if this so great, then why is it shutting it down? Why don't you just continue updating it or no?
I don't know. JavaScript is still getting updated, more or less, and they're not shutting that down, even though it's coding in Adobe Flash is a little bit different, but still, it's like, yo, it's all this stuff you could do with Adobe, and they just like, haha, throw it away, it never happened, it won't exist, please kill it off with fire. It's like, kind of makes me upset. But back to the esports thing. Like I said, my biggest question is what game, because like I said, any game you pick can be competitive. And now that I think about it, there are so many esports that they might as well just go ahead and make it esports Olympics. Because if you look at the way esports itself, regular esports is formatted, it's basically an Olympics. Because there's esports players from Venezuela, from Brazil, from China, Korea, America, Mexico, Antarctica probably. Well, I mean, that's an over-exaggeration, but you get my point. There's esports players from everywhere around the world, especially with certain games that are multicultural, like Overwatch, or games that have been around for a long time, like Call of Duty, or have a high skill gap like Smash.
Counter-Strike.
Yeah, or CSGO. That's one I didn't even think of. CSGO already has an international scene. So my question is, how? First off, is the Paris 2024 Olympics season. Okay, so the Paris.
According to Wikipedia, the 2024 Summer Olympics, officially known as the Games of the 33rd Olympiad and commonly known as Paris 2024, is a forthcoming international multi-sport event that is scheduled to take place from the 26th of July to the 11th of August 2024 in Paris, France.
Alright, so basically, more or less, the 2024 Olympics are going to be Summer Olympics. Wait, why did I say more or less? And the logo, they got the little 4 logo. I'm going to put it on the screen, but, okay. I'm going to put it on the screen, but it's actually a pretty good logo. I'm not going to lie. But, I want to know what game. That's my main thing. Because they could pick a game as new as Overwatch or as old as Call of Duty. There's going to be a bunch of fanboys and fangirls crying out, why did they pick that game? Why didn't they pick this game? Why didn't they pick that game? This game takes more skill. This game sucks. I don't want to watch this game. And at the same time, there's going to be a lot of older people like, esports isn't a game. So I feel like viewership for esports is very, I don't know if this is the right word, but this is the best word to come up with it. Niche. It's like a very niche audience. Like, people who watch esports are hardcore gamers. It's not like watching video games on YouTube, where there's people who watch video games on YouTube who don't play video games. Esports is something where it's like, if you love video games and you love high skill video games, which is a very niche specific category that not a lot of people fall into, then it's like, yes, you probably watch esports or have watched esports before. And like Caesar, you're an actual gamer and you don't watch esports, right?
I have to be honest, I don't very much watch esports. I have seen videos and clips of it and it looked quite interesting, but I have to be honest, I never have fully watched.
Because it's the same thing as alright, I'll put it like this. From what I've noticed, it's the difference between people who love watching sports highlights and who love actually watching the sport. Like, not everybody understands the sport of football, so not everybody can long-term watch an entire football game. Or, no, better example, baseball. Because football players, fun fact, they only play for like 11, total time of average, 11 minutes a game. That's a fun fact for you. But with esports, Overwatch, let's say, yeah, let's use Overwatch. Overwatch, if you don't know what you're looking at and you're watching Overwatch esports, all you're gonna see is boom, and you're gonna sit there like, what am I watching? But for someone, let's say like me, who actually not studies in terms of like looking at frame data, but studies in terms of I want to know how the game works. I want to understand the game. I want to see what the game does. Like what happens when you do this. Like in-depth knowledge about the game. Somebody like me, I could watch Overwatch esports and have a basic understanding of what's going on the screen. I may not know competitive strategies, but I can understand, okay, Pharah is meant to be played aggressively, and she's meant to go in close and get the kill and all of that. Like she's meant to be out in the field versus someone like, let's say, Ana, who she's a healer, but she's a healer with a sniper. So if you play Ana aggressively, that's good because it's unorthodox, but at the same time, she's not designed like that, so you would have to go out of your way to learn how to play Ana aggressively. Like, it's little things like that, where it's like, you gotta have a special understanding of this game to understand all of those facts and be able to understand and process all of those different things. Whereas somebody normal, regular, might not understand all of that. That's just what I'm trying to say. It's a very specific audience of people who watch esports, and at the same time, the Olympics, yeah, it's about the sports, but the Olympics is $1 billion industry at this point. There are like, Caesar, whenever you become an Olympiad, your country, like, you don't do nothing but train for the Olympics all year round. Well, not 24/7, but 365 days a year, Christmas, all of that. You're practicing for the Olympics. You have no life. Like, if you're good and you're going to the Olympics, you're going to be making that money, but all you're going to do is practice for the Olympics. Wake up, practice for the Olympics. Go to sleep, think about practicing for the Olympics. Wake up, practicing for the Olympics. You eating your food, you're practicing for the Olympics. Like, you eat, sleep, practicing for the Olympics. So esports players, it's kind of like they kind of already have that mindset and that physical body training. But again, my biggest concern is what game are they gonna pick. That's my biggest concern. That's my biggest thing. Like, cause there's games that have larger audiences than other games, or have more neat. Like, alright, CSGO, let's use that one. CSGO, they have a more specific niche audience. Like, people who watch CSGO tend to live, eat, breathe, sleep CSGO, versus people who watch Rainbow Siege. They tend to live, sleep, eat, breathe Rainbow Siege. Like, I'm not saying they can't or don't play no other games, but it's a very specific audience. It's like people who play Rainbow Siege competitive, watch Rainbow Siege. People who tend to watch Rainbow Siege competitively tend to only eat, breathe, and sleep Rainbow Siege competitively, is what I'm trying to say. So it's a very niche, specific audience, and I feel like if they put it there now, they'll be going ahead of the curve. Business-wise, are they gonna make a lot of money off of it? No. Community-wise, esports community, even people who don't even like even if they do CSGO, me being a person who likes video games, I will watch for the pure simple fact that it's video games, and it's like, wow. Like, I know people who go, I remember when I was little, if you play video games, it was like, yeah, you need to burn in hell because you play video games. But now it's like, video games, oh yeah, they're at the Olympics. It's hilarious. It's like, before, if you play video games, you are a nerd that need to be shunned, and now it's like, you can make $1 million off of just talking about video games. You could put you could put the name of a video game, not even the name. You could talk about anything and put video game footage as the background with you talking, and you can make money off of it. It's like, wow, that's wild. Todd, that's wild. I don't know. That's just me, how I feel, how I think.
Alright. So they haven't revealed what game what the players are gonna play.
Can you Please stop clicking that flame. Thank you. But no, because Caesar, right now, from what I'm getting, they're still figuring out, okay, should we do this or should we not do this? I feel like this is a we should do this type of thing. I feel like they should do it and they should have faith and belief in it, but at the same time, it's not gonna make that much money because, see, gaming is cool now. Competitive gaming, not so much. I mean, it's way bigger than it was when it started. Don't get me wrong, but compared to people who play video games, people who play video games at a high level, and people who play video games at a high level who like to compete or watch competing, just playing video games just to play video games is still at its highest level. It's like, I can see it. I can see it happening, and it wouldn't be a failure if it happened. Like, it wouldn't be a total waste of time if it happened, but I feel like they should do it. They should.
Yeah, there's a very big difference between people who take video games seriously, who upgrade themselves, and people who just play it, you know, for fun. Like, girl, there's like a big difference.
That, and now I also got another thing. You know how, like, for, let's say, running. Yeah, let's use running. You know how for running, there's different categories, like there's the 100-meter dash, there's hurdles, there's the 15-mile marathon, or whatever it's called. You know how, like, there's different categories? Are there going to be different categories in that? And if y'all haven't peeped by now, I love me some Smash. So, for Smash Brothers, depending on what game, it really doesn't matter, but generally speaking, there's like 4 categories, two categories. There's singles and doubles. Singles is like me versus you, and it's just us two on the screen. But doubles is like, let's say I have a partner, me and my partner are playing against you and your partner. So are they gonna do that for the individual games, or it's like each game y'all get one style of game, and that's whichever one is the easiest to do. So like it's gonna be Smash Brothers, let's say Melee singles. And that's another thing. Are they only going to do one game from each series or multiple games from each series? Are they going to do like they did with the Paralympics and branch it off and make it its own thing? And it's under the official Olympics banner, but it's just esports? Like regular Olympics, digital Olympics basically. It's like, it's a lot of thought that will have to go into it. And I'm going to tell you now, it's not going to be good in the beginning. Like, it's like, I'm not saying it's going to flop, but for people who don't play video games, like casuals and stuff like that, it's going to be designed towards them. Oh, you know what game I know is going to be there for sure? Fortnite.
What?
Fortnite. If they do it, Fortnite's definitely going to be there. Seriously, your the thing that covers your camera is not pushed back all the way.
Can you see?
Yeah, you push it back all the way now. Like, it's like people who are hardcore gamers like me who know what a gaming tournament is supposed to look like are gonna look at it and go, oh. But people who just like Fortnite or something are gonna look at it and go, wow, this is cool, dude. Like, that's me. That's what I'm saying. That's my little prediction. I like the idea, and I think it should be done. That's my suggestion. Now, as for games, now I'm going to give you my dream list of games that I wish would be there. Then I'm going to give you my list of what actually is more likely to for real be there. So, games that's going to actually be there, Fortnite for sure. There's going to be a fighting game or two. Street Fighter. No, I was going to say Mortal Kombat, but that game is banned in a lot of countries. Like in a lot of countries, like Brazil, Japan, they ban Mortal Kombat. So I don't think Mortal Kombat is gonna be there. Street Fighter and Fortnite, I can guarantee are gonna be there. Now, will it be Street Fighter 5? But will it definitely be there? Street Fighter period, yeah. Like, I know Street Fighter's gonna be there, Fortnite's gonna be there. Depending on how EA feels, Apex should be there. CSGO has a large chance of being there, and Overwatch. Now Overwatch is on my dream list too. Like I want them to put Overwatch there, which is there's a heavy chance that they'll put Overwatch there. Like a great big chance they'll put Overwatch there. Who else? Smash. Now it's not far out of the question, but it's not like yeah, Smash is gonna be there, no doubt. Cause if they put Smash there and they only put Ultimate, it's not gonna infuriate people like if they put Smash 64. People will go, okay, yeah, I like the fact that Smash is there, but 64? Really? Why not Melee? And if they put Melee, there's gonna be people who go, okay, y'all put Melee, but the most recent one is Ultimate. And you know what else I just thought about? It would be funny if they did Sonic and Mario at the Olympic Games, at Esports Olympics.
Of course.
If they did that like as a Nintendo promo, that would be great. How much time we got? What 23 minutes? That would be great. Like that would be, that would be marvelous. Speaking of marvelous, let's talk about Marvel Phase 4 and all the different movies that are gonna be in there. You see that? You see I'm getting better with my transitions. I came up with that on the spot. Yeah!
I noticed that.
Yeah, I'm getting better with it. Yeah. All right, so Caesar, I'll give you a choice of how we go over the movie. So should we do it? We name off all the movies, then talk about the ones we like, or ones we think are good ideas and think aren't good ideas, or should we list all, or should we name each one, then talk about each one?
Let's each, what was the choice again?
I said, should we name all of them, like, say the names of all the movies and just talk about the ones we think we're interested in? Or should we name, like, every time we name one, let's say Spider-Man, then we talk about what we think about Spider-Man. Black Widow, talk about what we think about Black Widow, so on and so forth. Or should I go Spider-Man, Black Widow, blah, 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 then we talk about the ones that we like?
Let me see. Yeah, give me a second.
Alright, so list them all off. It is. I mean, wait, what?
Wait,
what was the second one?
Because I'm thinking maybe actually, do you want to list them all?
It doesn't matter to me. I don't care.
We talk about each,
yeah,
or no? Like I talk about each or something, or no?
Yeah, why not? So. The picture's gonna be on the screen over there or down there, depending on what game I'm playing. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be playing the tennis game for the Wii, so it might be in the middle. I don't know where it's gonna be. And for those of y'all listening, watching on YouTube, hey, youtube.com/DuB Ceez playin or Wczy Redpool NSN. There's a user section. Okay, just Google me. All right. So first movie, Spider-Man Academy. And I haven't heard too many details on many of these movies, so I'm just going off what I think it's gonna be. Spider-Man Academy.
Spider-Man Academy. Let me see. I don't know which one's accurate. You said you put the accurate ones. Let me see.
Yeah, I put the one that they showed at whatever, because I think they did some kind of conference or something like that, and then they showed it at the conference. I got that picture.
Okay, so these are the real ones. Okay, so Black Widow, Leviathan, the Wasp, Escape the Microverse, Nova, Warlock, Dr.Strange Illuminati, the Mighty Thor, Black Panther, Secret Empires, and continue on or no?
Yeah, just go down all this. You already started.
No, they stop or
no,
no?
I said keep going.
Okay, Captain Marvel and the Valkyries, and the Thunderbolts with a Deadpool logo.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk about that one. I like that one.
That's interesting. So the third Guardians of the Galaxy movie, Fantastic Four, Spider-Man Dimensions, Ant-Man vs. the Masters of Evil and Avengers X. Whatever that is.
That one, I kind of find it interesting that they named it Avengers X. But you want to start off from the top right or the top left? Doesn't matter to me.
I don't know. Maybe top. No. Top. Let's start with like bottom right. Or no, you wanted to save that.
Yeah, I want to save the bottom ones for last because those are the more interesting ones.
Find in the top left.
Alright.
Yeah.
Spider-Man Academy. Wait, that and we should rate the logos like it, not really, or oh my god, who made this? They need to be fired. Those are the 3 rating. Like it, oh my god. Like it, meh. Whoever made this should be fired. So Spider-Man Academy. First, I'm gonna rate the logo. Meh.
Yeah. Like no, I don't know. Like that's what.
Meh.
Yeah.
I don't have too much to say about this. If it's not Spider-Man Sinister Six, I'm not gonna care that much. I'm being honest. If it's because wait, I think they introduced enough people for the Sinister Six, or am I wrong? Scorpion, Vulture, Shocker, Mysterio. There was three villains in the first Spider-Man movie. Oh yeah, I said that. Scorpion, Vulture, Shocker. Mysterio was in the second one. Nah, they need 2 more people. So, in Spider-Man 3, either one or 2 things is gonna happen. They're gonna introduce 2 more villains and then do the Sinister Six in that movie, or they're gonna introduce 2 more villains in this movie and then have a 4th movie do the Sinister Six. Because Spider-Man Homecoming was supposed to be a continuation of the Amazing Spider-Man, which by the way was great. The Amazing was supposed to be a continuation of the Amazing Spider-Man, so Sinister Six was supposed to be happening in Homecoming, but like I said, they decided to go, you know what, we're gonna give Homecoming, the rights to Homecoming to Marvel, and just make it its own new thing, and just call it a day. So there's that, and yeah, that's all I care about. Cause I already know, it's classic Marvel patterns, 1 or 2 things gonna happen.
So basically, some of these movies are gonna be going back to the story. It's not gonna be going forward. Like what's actually happened. What happened like before Infinity War, something like that.
Yeah, a few of these movies is gonna be before Infinity War. Actually, the one I can guarantee you is gonna be before Infinity. Wait, I just realized there's 2 Spider-Man. I'll talk about that in a second. Because I think that might be like a Spider-Verse spin-off or something. I'm not sure. I mean, not spin-off. Like, the MCU Spider... we'll get to talk about that one when we get to it. Black Widow. Logo. I don't love it, but it's not exactly meh. So, meh and a half. I give it a meh and a half. It's not exactly there in my book, but it's not trash. It's just a Black Widow logo with the words Black Widow over it. This is definitely going to be before phase. It's going to be some before phase 4 stuff that's going to reveal some information about stuff that in the earlier movies that we were just like, how did that happen? That's a plot hole. Terrible. It's garbage. It's doo-doo butter. They're gonna try and go back and make some of those movies make sense. And also, this is gonna be right here, Scarlett Johansson. Yeah, that's all I care about. What about you?
Me? When I first heard about it, like, to me, no, I wasn't like, I don't know, I'm just not a big fan of the character. No. I'll be honest.
I'm definitely a big fan of Scarlett Johansson wearing tight leather. I mean, who isn't? But the Wasp and Escape from the Microverse. I find this interesting because they're giving Ant-Man his own separate movie. Because the Wasp and Ant-Man are gonna have. So I have a question. What they should do, and this is just my thought, they should release the Wasp and the AntMan movies around the same time, on the same day, so that people who want to watch the Wasp movie go watch that. Then they go right back out the theater and watch AntMan. Like, they go right back out and then go watch AntMan. Because they could do something where they say you could buy individual tickets, or you could buy joint tickets and get something exclusive for buying joint tickets, but it costs a little bit extra. That I'm telling you, that's a smart idea. Yo, Marvel, cut the check.
I'll give you my money. What?
This is like, Marvel, here, take my money. And in terms of the logo, it gets a meh. It's alright.
I don't know.
Yeah, it gets a meh.
I don't know, they all look cheesy.
Now, there's a couple on here I like. What about you? How you feel about the Wasp?
The Wasp? I'm just curious, is this gonna be before or after Infinity War? So
I feel like it might be after Infinity War. Might be, maybe. Nova. I don't know what they're gonna do because for a Nova movie, they have a lot of free reign, because not that many people, not like even comic book nerds, not that many comic book nerds even know about Nova. So it's like they have a lot of leeway to play with Nova's story and his origin and stuff like that. And why does my neck look so
no Marvel fanboy knows about Nova?
No, he's not popular even with Marvel fanboys, from what I've noticed. So they have a lot of leeway, and I like this logo. Gets yeah, I like this logo.
Me? I'm not. I don't know very. I don't know Nova at all very much.
That's what I'm saying. They have a even amongst comic book nerds, Nova's like probably like C rating in terms of people who know him. So they got a lot of free reign. What the flip? 3, 2, 1, sync.
What happened? Turn it off.
Stop cutting off camera. Alright, so they have a lot of, like I was saying, see how you just like, I don't even know who Nova is. They got a lot of free reign with his story.
You know, the only thing I know him was like the cartoon show.
The Spider-Man one?
Yeah, that's what I know.
Yeah, and that Nova, it wasn't inaccurate, but that's not how Nova was, kinda sorta. It's loosely based off of Nova and his personality. Like, they changed it up a little bit to make it so that kids would enjoy it a little bit more and like overplay some of his emotions and stuff. But yeah, generally speaking, yeah, whatever. For Warlock, they have so little creative reign, even though that, like even. Hey.
Yeah, but okay.
But with Nova, they have so little creative. I mean, not Nova. Warlock, they have so little creative reign for the simple fact that like you probably don't even know who Adam Warlock or him.
I know him. Well, I don't know him very much. The only thing I know him was the comic book what's it called, Infinity War? The old comic book. That I know him. That his fight against Thanos. That's why I remember him. I don't know his whole story behind.
Yeah. So I mean, for those of you who are a little bit more nerdy, they hinted at Adam Warlock being created in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, which is way too many words to say already, but they still add more words to it. Alright, I'm gonna have to pull up on whoever named that movie. But Adam Warlock, or Warlock as they're playing it off to be, that they don't have a lot of creative reign to play with his story, even though not that many people know him. Dr.Strange Illuminauti. I told people that specifically my dad, that this movie was gonna happen, because like after they defeated Thanos with the Infinity Stones and all of that, as much trouble as the Infinity Stones created and caused or whatnot, there's no way they're just gonna be like, well, we're done with the Infinity Stones. Haha. That's it. We can just not think about them ever again. Lock them up in the vault. Ha. Like, no. We need people to specifically protect these Infinity Stones and keep them away from everybody. Also, now that they created the Illuminati, they might be able to do World War Hulk.
I don't know the timeline for that, but the main concern is
the basic idea for World War Hulk is that, remember in damn, what's the movie? What was the third Thor movie? Ragnarok. So Ragnarok had loose implements of World War Hulk. Like, the story was based around the guidelines of World War Hulk, but they twisted it so that it'll fit in their MCU timeline. They might still be able to play up World War Hulk because in the original story, the Illuminati shot him off into outer space because they was like, yo, you're too dangerous to be on any planet. All you do is you stub your, like, for real, the Hulk stub his toe, he's liable to destroy a whole continent. That's dangerous to have on Earth. So they was like, you know what? Click, tricked them into getting into a vault, shot them off into outer space. Now that I think about it, they might not. There's no room to do that. Never mind. My whole thought process was stupid. But the Illuminati, I knew this had to happen, but the way they do it. So who so far can be part of the Illuminati? Steve Rogers. No, actually no. Iron Man, Scarlet Witch, Black Panther. Scarlet Witch wasn't part of the original Illuminati, but Iron Man and Black Panther at one point were. Iron Man, Scarlet Witch, Black Panther, Dr. Strange because he already had the Time Stone. Who else?
Vision? No, he's dead already.
Yeah.
If they're gonna
put the Mind Stone back in his head, maybe. No, they would have to give either the Mind Stone or the Space Stone to Scarlet Witch. So I don't see that happening.
Well, the only thing I can say it's probably not that
Captain Marvel's gonna have to get one of the stones.
Oh yeah, fine then. I was gonna say what?
Oh, you know what makes more sense? AntMan getting a Space Stone. So yeah, AntMan, Scarlet Witch, Black Panther, Iron Man. Oh wait, no, Iron Man died. I forgot. Scarlet Witch, Black Panther. Yeah, Scarlet Witch, Black Panther, Ant-Man, Captain Marvel, Thor, and they'll probably give one to either Nova or Warlock. Either they're gonna. Nah, because they already said the Illuminati in the title, so.
Okay, I remember Professor X. I was gonna say Professor X, but that's not gonna happen.
He's not canon yet. Also, another thing. Can we please not mess up the Fantastic Four again? But I'll go more into that rant later. But Illuminati, yeah, I dig that. I like that. Also, the logo, Waco. I might have to get my lighter because that's flames. I like the strong, bold outlines of this logo. Speaking of strong and bold, let's switch to the Mighty Thor. And that wasn't as good as the previous one I thought of, but I'm still going. Lean with it and rock with it. Hey, rock. I'm from Brooklyn, man. I just really rock wrong. I should get my I'm from Brooklyn pass revoked. Alright, but anyway, the Mighty Thor logo. First off, Fuego. I also like this one. Even though it's just simple and it's a simple gradient / color fade on these neon type of outlines. Ooh, wow, I like these. Yeah. For the Mighty Thor, I feel like I have no proof of this or any reason to say this, but I have this feeling like they're gonna introduce Jane Foster as Thor for some reason.
Wait, what? Who?
Jane, remember the girl he was with that got infected with the ether? Jane Foster.
Yeah.
I feel like she's gonna become Thor, because in the comic book she became Thor. So I feel like they're gonna go through that storyline.
Uh-huh. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen here.
Yeah. But what you think about the last two logos? You ain't say nothing.
Last two? Warlock, I would like to know, if... Oh, dude, I don't know. Because this is not the end. This is not the Marvel universe from the comics. And I was gonna say if he has any connections to this Infinity War story.
Oh yeah, definitely. He's heavily connected to Infinity War story. No, I was talking about what you think of the logos, like rating the logos.
Oh, the design? Well,
yeah, like love it, man. Who designed this?
Warlock. It looked. Oh, gee, I don't know. It looks like an. I have to say, I could be wrong, but it looks like something from like an 80s sci-fi. I just.
Get him!
Let's see, Dr. Strange. I definitely like it. It's quite dark. I don't know. This is the same writing from the first movie, but I like it. It's it's quite dark. It's quite
And then the Mighty Thor. What you think of that?
horrific.
You said
Mighty Thor.
I think another thing is, even though it kind of looks tacky, the way that the Mighty is in a different like font and like color shading and palette, I like how it's tacky. It's tacky, but I like the tackiness kind of. But what you think about that logo?
I don't know. I think if this is from like the first four, like the first one when it came out, it feels so familiar. If I could be wrong, but I don't know. I just don't like how it looks. Maybe I don't know. To me, the design of the name.
Yeah, I like it. For the Black Panther
You like
logo.
it? Same thing. Well, just the bottom, of course.
And if y'all don't know by now, I don't like Black Panther simply because it wasn't good. The only reason why it was popular is because of the first word, black. But I hope Black Panther 2 is better than Black Panther 1, because Black Panther 1 was garbage. Like, not even regular garbage, like a hot dumpster juice on a summer day garbage. That's just me. That's all I care about Black Panther. You got anything to add? Productive?
Not very much. No, I don't.
Cool.
You want to talk about what's behind, what's about the movie, or no?
Alright.
What's about?
I don't have no predictions of what it's about, because it's like Black Panther, okay? It's gonna be African tribes fighting off like white invaders or something like that. Captain Marvel and the Valkyries. The Captain Marvel part, the Valkyries part, fuego. It's flames. I like it. I really can't tell you what this movie's gonna be about, because I didn't read that much Captain Marvel at all. But fuego. Also, another question: when are we gonna get Kamala Khan and Spider-Gwen? I mean, not Spider-Gwen, Gwenpool. Well, Spider-Gwen too, but Gwenpool. In the Spider-Man dimensions, we gonna get Gwenpool.
No.
Yes! Yes!
Screw your Gwenpool. Screw your Gwenpool. Screw your Gwenpool.
No, Gwen, Spider-Gwen, she's gonna be in dimensions. I'm telling you.
Whatever.
I'm saying it.
Whatever. Gwenpool, Firebrand, doesn't matter. Tomato.
Moving on, the Thunderbolts.
That I'm interested
I
about.
like how, because relatively nobody knows about the Thunderbolts. Like, because the Thunderbolts stint, albeit short, was amazing. I didn't read too much of the Thunderbolts, but more or less everybody in the Thunderbolts had the common theme of being known for wearing the color red. Like for example, Scott, I believe at one point, I might be mistaken, Scarlet Witch was in the Thunderbolts. Instead of having regular Hulk, they had Red Hulk in the Thunderbolts. They had Deadpool in the he was the leader of the Thunderbolts. Like characters like that. Electro was there. I don't know if I said that, but Electro was there too. But yeah, I like this idea. As for where it's gonna go, again, I didn't read that much Thunderbolts. Like the Thunderbolts that I did read was at random, but still. And the logo, oh, it's among my top 5 for this whole chart. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. First off, Volume 2, I hate to say it because even though I liked it, Volume 2 was trash. Okay? And Volume 1, Guardians of the Galaxy's Volume 1, looking back on that movie, I was like, I don't know why I like this movie. I really don't. But Volume 2, the main thing I didn't like about Volume 2 is the whole movie. Everybody was hating on Rocket. Like, I get Rocket's a thief and he's always messing up opportunities, but it's like, yo, this is your man's. Why you hating on your own man's, my guy? Like, I couldn't take it. The whole movie they was making fun of my boy Rocket. What else here? Fantastic Four. They're gonna introduce Galactus, and Galactus is gonna have something to do with them things. So I can promise that. Spider-Man Dimensions.
So what do you think Galactus is gonna be? Is he gonna be the main villain of the entire entire story of the other movies, or no? He's gonna be.
I would love. Now that I think about it, I would love.
Like the villain, like come and go.
Yeah. Now that I think about it, he might be a come and go and come back later, like as basically a cameo in a sense.
You know what I mean? Like what do you mean by main villain? Like a Thor, like Thanos, like when like you see little clips of him and until you actually.
Like Red Skull, I think they're gonna treat Galactus like Red Skull. How Red Skull before it was like you have like it was like he was the villain of Captain America, but between Captain America and Infinity War, it was like Red Skull who? Like that's what I think is gonna be like with Galactus. Also, Guardians of the Galaxy 3 logo. I don't like how Marvel keeps making their sequel logos basically the original logo and then the number and maybe the subtitle. Like I think that's whack. Although the background logo, that purple 3, and I like the color scheme and color format that they did with the dark purple contrasting on top of the white. I'm trying to sound like an artsy person, but I like that. Fantastic Four logo, you get a hard man. Cause I don't hate it. But I don't hate it and I don't dislike it, but it's not like, I like it, but it's not like, oh my god, I hate it. It's just like a passing logo, and it reeks of over genericism. Spider-Man Dimensions, it's one of those. Y'all are like, Spider-Man and the Spider-Verse came out, so y'all already have a good idea of the type of stuff that's gonna happen in that movie. Next, AntMan and the Masters of Evil. This is you good?
Yeah, I'm good. What?
This one is an interesting concept because the Masters of Evil is a relatively unknown supervillain group type of thing. I like where they're gonna go with this. I like it.
Wait, was Dr. Doom part of it?
Yeah, it was like Dr. Doom, the Mad Thinker, all of that. As for the logo, again, I don't like when they just take the original logo and slap the subtitle onto it. Also, another question, is the Wasp going to be considered her own series now? Or, because then if she's considered her own series, that makes the Ant-Man and Wasp movie confusing. Like, is that technically a crossover before she was established? Like an introductory crossover? And I like the Masters of Evil part, albeit generic. and being a subtitle, but logo as a whole, you get a man and a half. Avengers X, you get the top status of nah.
What's that gonna be?
That's good. It's good. Avengers X, I have no idea what that's gonna be. Y'all, Marvel gotta keep me guessing. Like, they gonna have to keep me guessing. That's not gonna be an off movie, but it's like, it's not like Spider-Man Homecoming. Remember how I was saying Spider-Man Homecoming? It was like I was saying, I already knew what the movie was gonna be, but Avengers X is gonna be like. So, as for the logos up here that I think I like the most, that catch my eye, if they were on a poster down while I was walking my way downtown, the ones I'd like that would catch my eye would be Nova. Now, Warlock wouldn't catch my eye, but I do still like it a lot. Dr.Strange Illuminauti, Thor, ThunderBolts, Avengers X, and Fantastic Four. Even though that one's a meh, it still sticks out.
Let me see. Warlock, Avengers, Doctor Strange, Fantastic Four, the Wasp. Yeah, that's it. Thunderbolts too, because of the Deadpool logo.
Yeah. I feel like with the Thunderbolts, if they didn't put the Deadpool logo in there, it wouldn't have been the same. That's me. But alright, we gotta wrap this up so I'll be able to upload and edit this. Alrighty, so don't expect when you come here. This is not a safety zone. Remember Ray Sherman? No flex zone. This is a no safety zone because safety here, you're not gonna find it. Don't even try looking for it. Do not bother. Anyway, with that, oh geez, I forgot to do the webtoon recommendations. So I'm gonna just say Scooby and Shag. I like its dark humor and it's like comedy. And I'm gonna do a review of this on my own channel because I forgot to do it here. But Lost Boy by Wczy and Carday. That's my music recommendation. And each podcast, instead of doing 2 webtoons, I'm gonna either do it's gonna be a mix up between 2 webtoons and a webtoon and a music project. Depends on what I have and what I listen to in between podcasts. And also, before we leave, I'm gonna need you to rate this podcast 5 stars. I'm gonna need you to like the video. I'm gonna need you to share this with your friends. Show this to them. Force them to sit down and watch it. Now, I'm kidding. If they don't want to watch it, don't make them. But try and at least share with them and show somebody. It might pique their interest. They might be able to share with somebody who's interested. Help us grow. Help us help us. Okay? That and the recording date of this is Sunday, August the 4th. July 2019. But now, let me stop.
What?
The recording date is Sunday, August 4th, 2019. So that being said, like I said,
no refund, no refunds. So
no refunds on life over here. Yeah, that's it. So Caesar, cue the outro.
RIP, everyone.
Hey.
OMG.